official. Robert Pattinson has been confirmed as the next Batman. Now, before I get into all my reactions and thoughts about this, let me just lay out everything we know so far. So, Robert Pattinson has signed a deal for 3 movies, the first being The Batman, which is set to release June of 2021. The director, Matt Reeves, is known for directing Cloverfield, producing the other 2 Cloverfield movies, also directing and producing Dawn of the Planet of the Apes and War for the Planet of the Apes. This film is said to track Bruce Wayne in the formative years of Batman, which is why they needed an actor in his early 30s. When questioned on his intentions for the film, director Matt Reeves said, "It's more Batman in his detective mode than we've seen in the films. It's more Batman in his detective mode than we've seen in the films. The comics have a history of that. He's supposed to be the world's greatest detective, and that's not necessarily been a part of what the movies have been." One other side note I thought was a fun little fact, Nicholas Hoult was actually also in consideration for this role at one point. Now, knowing all this, I wouldn't say I'm necessarily any less apprehensive than I was before. When I initially heard that Robert Pattinson was in consideration to be the next Batman, I'll be honest, I thought it was a joke. Twilight aside, trying to picture the type of actor Robert Pattinson is in a role like Batman is just a little hard for me to, I guess, imagine off the top of my head. Partly being, I don't really think Robert Pattinson has a very Bruce Wayne Batman look, which may not be a bad thing, just my first thought. Also, now finding out that there's 3 movies in the works, which makes it seem like they're planning on creating a trilogy, definitely raises a little concern, with my main fear being that they're going to try to either recreate or follow too closely to the Christopher Nolan trilogy. Like I mentioned before, this first movie is supposed to track Bruce Wayne as he's becoming Batman, which is the storyline of Batman Begins. Granted, the Christopher Nolan trilogy did set the bar very high for any future Batman movies, and it seems like DC has been struggling a bit to figure out exactly what path and approach they want to take in creating our next Batman. To approach and create a new trilogy, it's truly going to take a whole new approach on the characters, the story, and how that story's told. Christopher Nolan had a very specific style in his filmmaking. I think Matt Reeves does as well. So, I'm not giving up completely. I am really curious to see what Matt Reeves' ideas are as far as focusing on the detective nature of Batman. With the information we have right now, really it's all up to speculation. I know I'm not the only one that's apprehensive, not only on the casting of Robert Pattinson, but the potential for what they might be trying to create with a trilogy. Again, I'm not being pessimistic, I just have a healthy amount of concern. So there's my first thoughts and reactions to this official news. Please let me know down below your thoughts. How do you think Robert Pattinson is going to do as Batman? What are your thoughts on there being a new Batman trilogy? What kind of style do you think Matt Reeves will bring to these films? Let me know in the comments. You can follow me on all social media at its_justcaitlin, or on Facebook as It's Just Caitlin. I'd love to hear what you guys think. Maybe you completely disagree with me. Let me know that too. I think we're in store for something really interesting. But thanks for watching. I'll be sure to follow up as any more news comes out. Also, I'll be talking about some other films soon. That's about all I have. Thanks again, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!